I personally have heard Em yell at the top of the
All
voice.
right.
Like, we don't quit on 3!
Good as Gold's the official Gold's Gym Australia podcast.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Good as Gold's podcast. This is episode number 1. If you don't know who I am Callum O'Shea, followed by my close partner,
Emily Hazelwood. Here we are. Wow.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
I cannot. I am beyond excited to do this.
And me too. I'm so excited to be able, we can talk some smack.
We talk a lot of shit.
And I'm not mad about it either. I'm really excited.
Quick background. We work together on a personal setting. So we've known each other for a while. And
How long's it been?
I would say it's been...
2 years?
I would say we've been workmates for 2.5, but friends for probably maybe a year and a bit. No, no, I'm joking. No, I think it's been 2.5 years.
It was friendship at first sight.
Friendship, yeah. We are both personal trainers, both full-time, just humans.
Just frothers.
Yeah.
Just basically, we froth on anything. If you could give us a topic to talk about, we'd froth it.
Yeah, and personally for me, if I'm not working, I'm doing something fun. I'm not sitting inside and I'm getting about. And that's why I want to be... Well, that's why we are here on this podcast, because we want to talk to, like-minded people, not just do interviews. We want to find out the raw, juicy goodness.
We like going a bit deeper, don't we?
Yeah.
We don't stay surface level at any point.
Yeah. If you would explain this podcast to someone, how would you encapsulate it?
I would like to encapsulate it by saying you've got two legends right here interviewing other legends that are here to talk their story and to be able to give tips and tricks. Because, that's what I love so much about podcasts.
Yeah.
Podcasts are here to give us, laughs, then a little bit of truth, then some tips and tricks. And that's what I'm here for. And again, you get to enjoy our banter along the way, which is the best part.
So the whole gist of the Good as Gold's podcast is to obviously bounce around topics of health and fitness, but it's not just the mundane, boring health and fitness topics. We are going into the gold.
The gold little nuggets that you will find us.
Yeah. So the people we're going to be chatting to are going to obviously tell us about themselves, but then drop
some truth bombs.
Drop some truth bombs that we
Speaking of truth bombs, Cal, tell the people who you are, what you do.
What do I do? As I said before, Callum O'Shea. I am a PT and I'm also an art teacher, which can be quite the strange thing to get your head around. So I teach art at a private art school. I've been doing art for my whole life. My favourite mediums, probably oil painting and watercolour.
Yeah, you definitely need to find some of Callum's videos and artwork. It is incredible. I actually don't know how you can look at a white piece of paper and then go, today I'm drawing the most precise horse with a backdrop of mountains.
I was explaining to a student the other day on how to do that, and I was explaining that it's somewhat, for me now, it's my fear factor's gone of failing, because when you want to do something that you don't know how to do, usually the biggest thing that's holding you back is fear of failing, especially as an adult. If you go to try something new, if you're not good at it, you're probably just not going to do it because you don't want to fail. Whereas I'm at a point where I don't care what the end result is. I gave it a go, and I in turn get it done, and I don't know.
But I guess that's what you tell your students as well, right?
I do, yeah. I try and same with PT clients, right? You'd be the same. You encourage the crap out of them, and if they're like, I can't do it anymore, I personally have heard Em yell at the top of the voice. We don't quit on 3! We do not quit on 3!
Oh my God, actually fun, because a client of mine...
I saw this.
Yeah, a client of mine got a tattoo. And this is the first time anyone's ever gotten a tattoo to do with me.
It's not small.
It's not small. It's on her forearm. It goes from her elbow to her wrist.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. It's her. It's in Roman numerals, the number of the starting weight that she started off with me, and then underneath it says, "We don't stop on 3. We don't quit on 3."
Explain that.
So I don't know. It's just a little something I like to say. But I think it really, those last 3 reps that you're busting out are your hardest 3, I reckon.
Yeah.
100%. They're so hard. So those last 3 reps, I'm you are not quitting on the
Yeah.
last 3. Like, you don't stop on 3. If you hit 5 and you've got 5 to go, fine. Have a small little break or
Yeah,
breathe
yeah.
or whatever. But on those last 3, no.
Put your head
down.
Yeah. I feel that like that's so true because I remember running and you'd be like, all right, on your watch, it's like you're 10 meters away from finishing your 5K and you're like, I might just quit now because my heart's about to stop. Or like, you're doing your last few reps and you're like no one's counting. Like I could quit here and no one would know that I'm on my 10th rep or my first rep.
Well, that's actually it, isn't it? Like, even sometimes I still have those little thoughts, but like it used to be worse when I had no like accountability towards myself.
Yeah.
It was exactly that. It's like, well, if I did 5 or if I did 10, who knows? No one's going to know.
That's true.
But I mean, if you look back at it now, you're like, well, if you did your 10 reps, you'd be in a different position than if you just did your 5.
Yeah, it's true.
So
tell me about yourself. I'm a gym art teacher combo nation mixed into an apparent legend. Said to you. So you said that.
well, I actually claimed both of us were legends.
Okay, well, we're both legends. What do you do apart from being a full-time legend? Summarize.
Yes, also a PT, obviously.
Yep.
You've explained that well. I've been a PT for 4 years, and before that, I was...
Can I say you were voted number 1 PT in our local area?
Yeah,
Wow, that's huge.
thank you.
Do you still have that paper clipping on your wall?
I do. It
That's
got
good.
framed.
You should be proud of that.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing to be proud of.
No, I'm stoked. So what actually happened is I got voted number 1 PT.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was in the newspaper, front page. Let's go. And then COVID happened that like literally
yes.
1 or 2 weeks after. And so
So you couldn't even roll off it. It was
I
like,
was
number
like-
1 PT, shut down.
I was...
Actually, and the newspaper got cancelled.
And then the newspaper got cancelled. So I was the last time anyone got printed, I think.
Wow.
You're
the
right.
last print. I had a little blowout there. Wow. I was actually shook.
Yeah, no. So I didn't get to like vocalize it as much as what I'd love to. I actually did I reflected on it and I was like, damn, I wish was any more opportunity going to come from that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And I'll never know.
I mean, but that's the thing. Hindsight is one of those things you could like, oh, I should have done this. I should have just do it. That's my
Yeah.
huge, we use that a lot. It's
Agreed.
like, I hate doing the whole Nike thing, but like, just do it. But honestly,
No.
get it done. If you want something,
Sponsored by Nike. I would love to.
go
Nike,
for it. Yeah,
shout
Nike,
out.
shut up, please. But seriously, just get it down.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Agreed.
Get down, head down, and try your best to get it done.
My family friend actually works for Nike
Wow.
and I want to work for Nike.
Yeah.
He gets just the most amazing benefits.
Yeah.
Do you think that if you were a boss, what sort of benefits do you see yourself giving employees? Like, are we talking a slippery slide in the office? What are we, where are we at?
At my old job, we used to do a Friday lunch.
Yeah, that's fun.
And every I think it was every month, and one person would cook, and sometimes it would take
No.
like 2 hours. No, it was so
That's
sick.
annoying.
No, because everyone, what's your favorite meal to make?
I don't really like cooking.
Okay.
That's something you're going to learn about me.
Yeah.
I kind of hate
Because
cooking.
then it's like there's some people who have like their favorite meal that they're like, oh, if someone came over, I'm going to make that meal. They would make that. It was so much fun. We sat down around a big table.
What's yours then? What did you used to make?
My favorite meal to make,
Yeah.
it would definitely have to be it's a rosemary chorizo
Oh my
boiled pasta.
God.
It's so good, and it's just greasy. It's fresh. You could make the pasta,
I'd love it, please.
but
Stay tuned, everyone.
yeah,
I'll
stay
let you
tuned.
know if Callum makes it for me.
I'm kind of hungry now.
Yeah, I know.
No, but I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
If you could interview any one person right now on a podcast, who would it be? I can't promise you anything, but who would it be? Who would you want to chat to?
Okay.
I'll talk to the producer.
Thank you. We know a guy. Okay, the person... I've got a couple.
Okay.
Can I have a couple?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Because the one person I would like to sit down and have dinner with, which is kind of similar, I would
Okay.
like to podcast or interview, is Michelle. I can't even talk. Michelle Obama.
Uh-huh.
She's just a little inspo.
Yeah.
She's a girl of many talents, a lady, shall I say, of many talents.
And I remember Barack saying that she was like the backbone,
Of
the
exactly.
family.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a good guy.
That would be it. And then second, maybe like a celebrity, like a...
Mm.
Who would you go?
Well, I mean, talking about celebrities, we're going to have a couple, I reckon, on here.
Yeah,
I have a
agree.
good feeling that
There's going to be some good people.
Yeah.
We've caught wind of who we get to talk to.
I'm excited. There's actually all of them. I'm incredibly keen because they're all in their each little segment. I'm going to ask questions that I'm like, I want to know.
Yes,
instead of questions that I think people would just expect to hear, it's questions that I would like to know, which I'm assured that other people would find that interesting.
No, I agree.
Not because I think that I'm an interesting person.
Oh, well, you actually
I
are.
like to get down to the nitty gritty.
Well, I've got a question for you because people have been asking on Instagram, what does a day in the life look like?
Day in the life
of Sir Callum O'Shea?
Well, it depends on that day. It's very different because I do split my jobs up, but I gym every day.
Go, baby.
I'm at the gym, except for Sunday.
Sunday?
I might train on Sunday.
This Sunday coming or just general?
Just Sunday.
Okay.
Just a general Sunday session.
Okay.
I might get in a little training. But yeah, usually wake up. I always have a coffee. I have a Mocha Master. So it's like a
shout out.
Shout out to Mocha Master. But it's not like it's harsh as a long black. It's like tea like. It's super nice. But you just press the little percolator, it runs through, trickle.
I don't know.
I mean,
a bit debatable.
Oh, well, I like it.
Well, it's just a bit weak.
Yeah, you get to enjoy more cups. So instead of just having one cup of coffee, you can have multiple, and it's just smooth. From there, I usually have breakfast, go to work, depending on what that day looks like.
Yep.
But when I go to work, I always make sure recently that I'm intentional when I go to work. So on my drive to work, I'm like, I'm so lucky to go to work today. Some days I'm definitely like, I need to put some music on and vibe, but I usually been driving to work without music on, and I go sit in silence to think and just clear my mind and be like, you know what, I actually am very thankful for this job, especially in like certain times. There's days where I'm like, oh my God, I get to work. I get to hang out with people who want to better themselves. Come to work, I can help them better themselves. And in turn, it makes me a better person because we sit down, we're chatting, just like we're doing on a podcast, right? We're going to be interviewing people. Our job is a very personable job where we're face to face all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not just you yelling at them, be like, do more burpees. You're like, Catherine's telling you that her poor cat died and you've got to help her through that. And you're not going to push her if that's happened. You've got to be responsive,
No, that's right. But that's the best part about being someone who is like a people's person.
Yeah. In a way of my routine, it would be like working, making sure I get the right amount of food in. So I never miss a meal. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, I'll just eat at like 12 o'clock tonight. It's like, no, I put food up there.
Oh, God, no.
Have a nice, nutritious meal. Make sure I try and drink. I've been good. I've got my bottle and I've been drinking. I'm already up to 3 bottles today. So I'm happy.
Yeah. We're actually both really good at drinking.
Yeah, hydrate. And sleep is huge. So like nutritious food, hydration, and sleep are my big things. And a bit of self-awareness of just checking in every day of how I'm doing. I've definitely told you before, I'm like, I'm not having a good one.
Yeah.
And I'll wake up and tell my wife, being like, yesterday was shit.
Yeah, but today's a new day.
Exactly. I'm not going to just dwell.
No, that's the best part, I guess.
What about you? Do you do those things? Do you practice daily rituals?
Do you know what, actually?
You get out the little fairy cards and tell
In all honesty, lately I have not been like doing my normal daily practices, which would be like the intentional part of I guess like having I used to check in with myself and kind of do the same as you, Cal, where I was saying, I fucking hell.
I was dying. Look how red I am. I'm so hot. That was the worst decision ever. Where's this aircon?
Just taking his jumper off.
I tried to do it super smooth, but
and it didn't work. The microphone. I'm really sorry if anyone could hear that, Russell.
Shane's going to cut this out anyway.
Anyway, moving on. I thank you, Callum, for asking the question.
That's all right.
I haven't been doing my normal practices of what I would like to, which is, waking up and actually having some time to myself, getting out of my head and just having 5 minutes to breathe.
Yep.
Not been doing that, which is something that I'm going to actually try and get back into. I do something similar. I normally have a coffee. Again, coffee is something that I am trying to minimize because I am a over drinker, let's say.
Overindulge in the old.
And I'm only I'm having, double shot espressos. So that's not on.
Yeah.
So I'm having
go back to the almond latte.
Yeah, I might stick back to the almond latte.
Just one.
And then I'll head on into work, and then I get to work with some beautiful clients, and then pretty much that's my day. I'm trying to have one day off a week.
Yep.
That's not the weekend, and I'm trying to have Thursdays off. And is it working for me? Not sure, because I feel a little bit guilty for not working. But that's the problem. That's why I need to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I need to have this day off to, I don't even know, go on do appointments. I don't know, just lots of different things.
Yeah. Because like for so many people, I know like you kind of work Monday to Friday, but it's like, this is like even banks, they're only open the times that you're at freaking work, dude. And post office. So you want to go do something, and it's like, I can't. You need that sort of midday, especially like washing at the moment for me. I've got a baby, and I feel as though like I'm just washing her clothes.
Yeah.
And then I go to wash mine. I'm like, I'll do it. I'll just do it on the weekend. And then the weekend, I want to do fun stuff. And then I guess the Monday, I'm like, shit.
Yeah, we're there again. But I think
my washing. I wish I had Thursdays off.
I think, well, join the club.
All right.
I think that is probably like, if anyone is a PT out there that's listening, I can definitely recommend to try and get some time off that's not the weekend, because I feel like the weekends are there to kind of have fun.
Yeah.
And so what happens is the admin and your washing and the bookkeeping and all of that sort of stuff.
Piles up. Yeah.
And then you're like, I'll do it on the weekend. And then the weekend comes and you just want to froth out. So you can't.
No.
So then this is where okay, here's a tip right here. If you can, some
This is your
time
first
off.
gold nugget.
This
there we
is
go.
the first gold nugget. Take some time off.
We need like a little ching.
Yeah, we'll put producer Shane onto that. First golden nugget is that you need to take some time off for you, and you're going to set yourself aside time that is dedicated to like helping you as a human.
Yeah.
Not work, because that's probably the biggest thing.
I
don't know. What do you think?
I 100% agree. Like having intentional time for you.
Well, that's what you were saying, right?
It's very important. And especially during our current times, I think it's important that, you know, some people are just grinding it out, and like, yes, there is the time that you could like definitely, you know, start an empire. You could see a need, or you could try and do it. You know, I'm sick of working this job. I'm going to go out on my own venture and do my own thing. 100%. There's other people who would literally just surviving each and every week and day. And to them, I just say, set a goal, get it done, find that time for yourself, and I guess continue to push through. But, you know, I think it is a cool, and I feel like under pressure and under different circumstances, people start doing stuff. It starts shifting. You're either surviving or you're thriving.
Well, Uber and Stripe and Zoom, I believe, were all made in the 2000. What was
like
it?
Like the GFC or whatever.
Was it? Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah, I know. I did. I remember seeing about this. There was like a time where like everything was kind of going down, and
these guys had all this time. Whoever was creating these, you know, platforms, and these guys had so much time because they were probably struggling.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if they can do it, we can do something. And anyone out there that needs a little pep up, that is your pep up right now. Is you, whatever you're thinking about right now, whatever thing you want to do or wish you could do, or thing you've said, oh, in a couple of years' time when all of this blows over, I'll eventually get it done.
Yeah.
Besides from traveling, you can do it.
Yeah. What is stopping you? Like, there shouldn't be any realistic boundaries unless someone's like stopping you from leaving your house.
Well, even then,
you can still get stuff done.
We can get things done. We have a computer, we have a phone, we have something. So
I like that.
Go on.
Be prosperous. Go out and chase your dreams. I do have a question for you though.
Okay.
Because you're such a froth dog, apparently.
Froth on.
No, you are.
No, this is, I haven't said froth this hard in a really long time. So I'm sorry, everyone out there.
My question just to you. Do you have days where you're not frothing? And how do you, A, get through that? And why do you choose to just wake up every morning and be you? Like you could just be Eeyore and you just be like, oh, it's another day.
Well, Pooh Bear is also sad, isn't he?
That's when he doesn't have honey.
Well, that's kind of like in life.
Eeyore's basically depression.
He is. Yeah. No, he actually is. That's actually really sad.
It is.
It is. Anyway, we're not getting into that. Pooh Bear is Winnie the Pooh is actually a sad movie. Show. Anyway, yes, there are days that I don't froth on.
Okay, what do you do? Do you G yourself up with music? No,
I take time to figure out. Like I was talking to you actually about it before. I don't like feeling sad, anxious, or like angry or upset.
Yeah.
I don't like
So
feeling
you're
those
aware
feelings.
of when you feel those feelings.
Yeah,
and you
absolutely.
actively try and do something to stop it.
Absolutely,
Okay.
because people ask me like, how do you're always so happy. You're happy all the time. And I'm like, I am not all the time.
Yeah.
I just, when I am feeling shitty, I'm like, right, firstly, what's the problem?
Yeah.
I just need to address what my problem is. Then after the problem, I'm like, okay, how can I fix this problem?
Yeah.
If the problem is solvable, I will do my absolute best to solve it.
Yeah.
If it's not, I then go into my little categories here. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, is it my phone? Is it social media? Or can I just get off technology? So I'll put my phone down.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll read a book.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get into the sun. Maybe I'll go for a swim.
Mm.
And I might try all of the above.
Yeah.
And then, again, similar to what you just said, is you go to bed and you wake up and tomorrow's a new day.
Yes.
And you try and leave your problems in the day before.
Yeah.
So that you're not fully
Yeah.
immersed in that. I know situations are, you know,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
seems like that mustn't be any like a big deal, but like some things I just find that you just shouldn't dwell on. And if you cannot fix it, you need to try and move past that, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I
You?
definitely agree. I like the thing that you said, try and like move
Mm.
on, because it's so easy. And I feel as though people say that. It's like, just forget about it. Like, oh yeah, like I can just snap my fingers and apparently be better.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and like you have a bad day and it's like, yeah,
Oh.
you know, I'll be aware, but like if someone's to say like, oh, well, just change.
Well, there's nothing
Oh, I'm
worse.
sorry.
Yeah.
Let me just do that. Thank you very much.
Lisa?
Yeah.
No, there's
I was
actually
thinking Lisa too. I was going to say Kathy again.
Kathy's already been. No, there is definitely a problem with people saying, like, don't you hate it when I think they're like Gen Yers or like even baby boomers? It's like, just be happy.
Yeah. What do you got to be sad about? When
Yeah.
back in my day,
Yes.
you know, we'd get the ruler at school and knock us over the knuckles. And look at me, I'm a better person for it. No, I don't. The biggest thing for me is my art teacher actually said this to me, is find beauty in the ashes. And I was like, took a
Ooh.
while to think about it. I was like, find beauty in the ashes. I'm like, right, okay. But like, you know, yes, things have gone to shit. Everything's burnt down to a crisp, but there's still beauty in the ashes. You think of like a forest fire, destroys a forest, but they actually thrive from like a fire. Like there'll be regrowth. Like
Yeah,
there's
there's
certain
greenery.
trees. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
greenery that comes from it. So, you know, finding that joy that you could look forward to, you know, it might be a part of your day where it's like your lunch break with your mate. Although you might be like slaving away in Woolworths Deli, you're like, you know what? I've got a 12 o'clock break with Sam Dog and we're going to eat some Kit Kat Chunkies together, smash a couple of V's and get some bloody
ham and cheese.
ham and cheese rolls with Devon on it, you know? Let's go. But that's something you could look forward to and then go home and play Call of Duty until 5 a.m. in the morning. That stuff's still a joyful thing. So finding joy. And that's what I try and practice. Exactly like you. Get outside. I love the sun. I love the ocean.
So good.
Just being outside and going for a walk. Even just going for a walk with my wife or listening to music or with a friend and just your head's clearer. I know everyone says like, oh, go clear your head.
No, truly.
Especially working out, man. I love just putting on some music and just busting out something at a gym and looking
What-
around. And like, I give everyone a smile. If they catch eyes with me, I'm just like, boom, smile, boom, smile.
Do you know what?
I shoot them with kindness. I'm just like, so, my dude.
Do you know what?
What?
I got the best compliment the other day.
Okay.
And it just makes me so happy. And I really, really
Was it about your squat depth?
no, but,
Oh,
but thanks. No, okay. So someone that has listened to me babble on before had seen me in the supermarket, and I didn't know her, but she knew me.
yep.
And I smiled at her just literally in passing.
Yeah, yeah.
And she then told who we the producer who owns
Yeah.
this studio here.
Yeah.
She told it was her sister, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
And it all came back, and it came back to me, and she was like, "You didn't even know her, but she said you were so friendly." And I was like, "Yes.
Yeah.
Can we all please do this? There is nothing worse than someone looking at you dead in the eyes. Absolutely nothing. How
Yeah.
bad is that?
It's bad.
I'm like, smile at me.
I try not to be like fake or
No,
anything, but like
neither.
I try and be as real as possible. So if someone saw me at my work setting and they saw me outside my work setting
It's the
and they
exact
saw
same.
me at the art school or they saw me anywhere, shopping centre, swimming
In the
pool, whatever,
pub,
I
at
would
the
be the
bar.
same person. There's nothing worse than that, having this fake facade or anything like
Agreed.
that. But that's super cool. That's good on you.
Thanks. Well, like, let's all try and do this.
Yeah, I think that's another gold nugget.
There's a gold nugget. And say hello to people on your morning walks. That is
Honestly,
another one.
yeah.
Oh, that
Even just saying
genuinely
morning?
changes. Yep.
Yeah, I get always a good giggle out of it because like if I see someone and we catch eyes from a good like 50 meters away,
Oh, you
and
best
you like look up and
believe.
then you put your head down, you both head down, and then like about five steps before you cross paths, you both shoot your eyes up. You're like morning, and
Morning.
like you wait and how their response is.
Yeah, well, it's so hard.
Morning, morning.
Mine's morning.
The speed joker. Morning. It's like
Just real quick.
yeah, and then the guy on the bike just like cruising by. Morning. Have to pull out.
There is someone. Yeah, or the worst is when they're coming up behind you. Just coming up behind you. Good morning.
Yep. To your left.
Oh my God. See? We go off on
I
tangents.
know, so bad. Hey, I got some questions for you.
Okay. Are they rapid fire?
Yeah, we've got some rapid fire questions. These are just
We
other
do.
ones that just off the top of the top 5.
Okay, but you
things.
have to answer two.
Yeah, you're going to ask me similar ones.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
I'm bang on red.
First thing you think about when I say the color red.
Oh, angry. That's not good.
Really?
I was thinking angry or fire.
Okay.
Well, you?
Okay. I was thinking capsicum.
Wait, do you remember what's that show?
Ready, steady, cook. Show us your capsicums. Show us your tomatoes.
Is it capsicum or tomatoes?
Yeah.
Who's the winner?
Yeah.
How would that even work? Is it that when they vote?
They would see the colors.
No. But when they vote, what would happen? Is the capsicums go first or the tomatoes go first?
No, I think they were saying who won the best dish.
Oh,
You know, because they got like 4 ingredients. That was a good show. I remember always
that was a good show, eh?
yeah, bail out of that question. Let's go. Cut it.
I was talking about capsicum paddle.
We're getting a capsicum paddle from the producer at the front here.
I remember
Yeah.
whenever I called in sick
Yes.
from school, called
me
in sick,
too.
I would
Me
always
too.
stay at home.
Same.
And I remember 12 o'clock you'd put it on and there it was like,
Same.
what's in the pantry today? Oh, you've got chicken breast, you've got some phyllo pastry, you've got some cream cheese, and you've got a Royal Gala apple. What meal would you make? Go. Ready?
Sorry, I missed
Phyllo
it.
pastry, so
Yeah.
puff pastry.
Yeah.
That's just
Thanks.
the fancy name.
Yes.
Chicken breast.
Yeah.
About 500 grams.
Yep.
Just a tub of cream cheese.
Yeah.
And a Royal Gala apple. There are other things in the pantry you can use, but they're just the main ingredients. What would you make? Main dish, and a dessert. Go. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, listen. I obviously just said that I can't cook,
Okay.
but I'm going to give it a crack.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is chicken puff pies.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
We're going chicken puff pies. We've got cream cheese in there. There's also spinach in the pantry. So I'm doing like a spinach, cream cheese, and chicken puff pie.
Yep.
The next thing I'm doing is stewed apples.
Yep.
And in the pantry / freezer is ice cream. So we're going like an ice cream apple crumble thing.
Wow.
Well,
You pulled that
you told
out
me.
of absolutely nowhere. I was very impressed. Personally, what I would do, use the apple, make a little slaw, because there's some coleslaw mix in there.
Okay.
Make a little apple slaw, get the chicken breast, katsu it, so like crumb it, and I would make like a little
Katsu.
katsu chicken and slaw burger, because
Yeah.
they had conveniently burger buns.
That's fun.
Um,
Yeah, they've got everything in that pantry.
Using the chicken. Then for the dessert, I would make up like a little cream cheese and apple, because there were multiple apples. It wasn't
Okay.
just one,
No,
right?
it was only.
Little cream cheese and apple, little sauce, like little decadent sauce, but caramelize it. And then I would make a little pie.
Oh my God,
Little
I'm
apple
just
pie,
hungry.
pie, actually.
A hungry thing. We've spoken a lot about food.
All right, if
today.
you're at home and you got your paddles, chuck them up. See who's the winner.
Who's
No.
the winner? Someone vote for me.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest. I can't cook either. I like the idea of cooking, but I'm still like, if I'm about to cook a steak, I'll just put it on high, put the steak on the thing, count to 3 minutes, and then take it off. Whereas like 1,
if
2,
you-
3.
99,
When people get out there with their
100.
temperature, yeah. Okay, next point of call that I would like to know from you is: do you rely on other people's energy?
No.
You
no
bring
way.
your own.
Absolutely. If I, and I know what your answer is going to be as well, because if you do, well, especially in our industry, right?
Yeah.
In our industry, we've got a lot of people that we are their punching bags, essentially, in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
nicest form.
Yeah.
They're not beating us down,
No.
but we're here to listen.
Yeah.
So if I took on every single person's, I guess, problems that they're having in their life,
Yeah.
man, I'd be sad.
Super sad. I like the thought process of being. I just like. I mean, my personality type is. I just love being that big energy
But
ball.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I'm not happy,
Yeah.
I'm furious because I'm like, damn, I can't
wanna-
be that energy.
Yeah. And I think it's definitely like you need to. I think it's super important to be a person that can bring joy to someone, as small or as like as small as a smile to as big as like making someone laugh.
Totally.
Like I love making people laugh. Like my favorite thing is
Yeah.
like the gift of joy I can give to people.
Is that what you go? Is that what do you think your
I don't
biggest
try.
trait?
That's the thing is I don't try and be funny,
Yeah,
I don't try hard,
I don't know how you do
but
it.
I just like do something and someone laughs. I'm like, oh, that made me feel so warm that you laughed and you found like that funny. That's so
It is-
cool.
Yeah, you're gonna get to know Callum's sense
And
of
I'll do like
humor.
a funny voice or something, and my client, like in the middle of doing a Muay Thai combo, I'll like in my head, I'm like, oh, that's so weird. I can do like this accent, and then like instead of saying 3, 2, 1 in my normal voice,
What do you go?
I'll
Go
like
on.
I'll think like that I'm like a Family Guy
On
character,
the twat.
and I'll think I'm like someone from some Family Guy.
Oh, Peter.
And I'll just like,
3, 2, 1.
and they stop, they spit on me. They're like, what did you just say?
So that's another thing that you're good at.
What accents?
Muay Thai.
Oh, Muay Thai. I mean, I like it a lot. I don't know if I'm good at it.
Do you reckon that you could, this is what I always want to, like, this is what I wonder. Would I be,
I'm coordinated. Let's say that I'm coordinated enough to do combos.
like, not your strength aside,
Uh-huh.
if you were to get into a fight,
Yep.
would you be able to, like, obviously you'd be able to fend for yourself, but do you
Yeah.
reckon you'd be like left, right, hook, right, kick,
No.
hook, right?
No.
No, neither.
I've thought about this too. I've definitely thought I would look at my opponent like I would a game of chess. And I'd first of all, no, don't laugh. You asked the question, man. I would straight away look at their positioning. To
You
see,
don't
like,
have time. They're
no,
here
100%.
belting
They've
you.
no, as in like they've squared up. I would look at their feet,
They-
left foot forward, right foot forward.
They're full on
Their fists are up. They're squared up to me. I
Like
would
a
look,
kangaroo.
and if I saw that their right leg was forward, I'd be like, sweet, we're both the same. I'm not southpaw. He's not southpaw, and I'll just start throwing kicks because I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
fight. I would hate fighting, and I'll definitely just be like, bro, chill. Let's go get a
Same.
beer.
No.
Unless I did something like ran over his dog or something, and he had all the right to beat me up, then that's fair enough.
Okay, yeah, no.
Do you reckon you could
Expected.
tee up in a fight?
I think I talk a big game, but I really don't
I think you would
could.
run, but just purely because you would hate to hurt someone.
That's exactly it. It's so weird because Muay Thai is so much fun, like hitting pads, sparring, and
Mm-hmm.
all of that jazz. As soon as someone once said to me, like, you should actually fight, like,
Mm-hmm.
in a ring. And here we go.
I just had the best thought.
What?
This is so much fun.
What?
Okay. While you were saying that, I was like, yeah, no, Emily would never do that. Because like, if I convince you to be like, get in a fight. All right, so I'm a new client of yours, right? We've just walked into the gym. You're my personal trainer. I'm a person who has never done anything before. And you've just told me to do pull-ups. We're going to go into a little scenario. And I
Okay.
say I can't. What do you do to convince me that I can do something? So you just told me to do pull-ups. I'm like, no, I can't do them.
Well, I actually just straight up say, you actually can.
Yep.
And I look them dead in the eye because I'm like, I actually believe in you so hard.
Yep.
And you can do a pull up. But the thing is that we can progress.
Yeah.
Like you just show people that you actually can do the thing, but it might not be the way you want it to be right now.
That's why I asked that. I'm sorry that I pried for that question, but that's what I wanted to hear. That is a gold nugget now. Just because you can't do the thing that you want to do in this very moment, pull up, push up, bench press 100 kilos, squat, you have to start somewhere, right?
Even
and I
like
think
talk to a girl if you're a man, like or
Yeah,
a
like,
girl talk
have
to a
that
boy.
confidence.
Like,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Be like,
yeah.
I can do it.
yeah,
And talk to your brother's mates or something. I don't know why we're going into a relationship chat, but talk to your brother's mates
Yeah.
about it first, and then build your confidence up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you're on.
it's true. Yeah, I think it's important to like, even if you're like, you could see a video of someone doing something incredibly well, and I still see that, like people doing like
Same.
calisthenics and stuff, and they're doing like planches of one-handed push-ups. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
And I can't even, like people look at that and like, I can't even do this. So you
But-
see influencers being like these incredible, like giant, bloody empires that they've built up, and they look amazing, and they do everything. And it's just like, oh, they make it look so easy. Or they've got the best body in the world. Like, why can't my, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you just do have to start somewhere, and it does take time. Like, I've been going to the gym for like 9-10 years now, and where I'm at now is probably like not even my peak physical form, but I feel the best I've ever felt in my life, even though I don't look like the leanest I've ever looked or the
Well-
biggest I've ever looked. I feel healthy. I feel strong. I have energy oozing
That's the beauty
out
of
of my pores.
I guess that's the beauty of it. And I think there's been a
You want
huge
some?
shift.
That's me throwing energy out for free.
I think that's the beauty of the way that I guess the world is going. Like, I genuinely believe people, I know I can speak for both of us. You and I really, really focus on wellness. Like,
Yeah.
how well are you actually?
Yeah.
Physically, spiritually, emotionally, like
Yeah.
all the facets.
Yeah.
And that's why this podcast is just going to be so sick, because we get to talk through all different aspects of your life
Yeah.
that we go through. Like, not always, like, it's just so, I get so G'd up about this because people are always striving to, okay, I will speak for women. Women are trying to lose body fat
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
That's just majority of my clients. Hey, what are some of your
And I
goals?
think-
Lose body fat.
Yeah. And do you think that's something they'd want to do, or do you think that's something that seems to have been enforced on them, that
But
they
I-
need that as that's their number one goal?
I think they're always searching for
Yeah.
this loss.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, hang on. Let's say we get you all the way down to 9% body fat, a 6-pack. You can't, you're lean
You're so
as.
dry. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, you're dry.
You're vascular. You can see every vein in your body. That
Exactly.
like the lady at the local blood bank's like, come here. I can't wait to stick a needle in there. Can you like that?
Well, like,
But have a
that's it.
cookie. Have a biscuit.
No, but like, how is everything else going in your life? Are you,
Yeah.
are you,
That's not going to bring you happiness, eh?
no
Yeah.
way. And that's the biggest
Yeah.
beauty of talking, like getting to be able to talk to all of our guests that we have coming on.
Yeah.
Is that we get to talk to people that most likely have been through shit,
Yeah.
have dealt with shit, have maybe been to a point where they were their fittest and now, they're
Yeah.
at a different position. I don't know. I just think that we as humans need to really make sure that we are well
Yeah.
in all different aspects, not just do I have a 6-pack? Do I have big
Yeah, yeah.
legs?
I think that's cool, and that's what I'm excited about, like learning wellness and like how if you chase health, you'll probably get fitness, and I'm putting that in like quotation marks because
That's it.
health is bigger than food.
And when you start focusing on all the different aspects that make us healthy and well,
Yeah, yeah,
the aesthetics, when you look in the mirror, you probably do look better.
yeah.
Like, you do probably look your best self.
Yeah, dude. Nothing
I
like
don't
a bit
know.
of clear skin, some clear
Yes.
eyes, a big smile.
Good energy, like high libido,
Mm.
mood up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could go on and on about
I
this.
know,
for
and we are
days.
going to be brushing over pillars on this as well. So
Yeah.
like pillars of like mental health,
Yeah.
Resilience, diets, nutrition, all of the good things. Yes, I can't wait.
Same.
I
I'm
could feel as
excited.
though we could chat forever, but I think we need to.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up here.
I do need a big old drink of water,
Yeah,
but
it's hot where we are.
yeah, it is warm.
We're sweating.
Thank you so much for joining me. I know you're going to continue to join me. I hope.
Oh, I'd love
Don't
to be
leave me on my
here.
own
You and
here.
I.
I'm not going to be.
You
alright.
and I.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening. We
Yes.
can't wait to bring you lots and lots of chats.
Yep.
We have, you guys are in for an absolute killer season.
Yeah, if you're still listening to us, thank you for sticking around to the end of the episode. Where the hell can they? What do they do from here?
Okay, well, you can find us. I'm Emily Hazelwood. We've already introduced ourselves.
Yeah, just on Insta if you want
On
to see more.
Insta. Find us somehow,
Hazelwood, yeah.
somewhere.
I think I'm just Callum_O'Shea. If you want to just check my general gist
Yeah,
out.
we're going to just have, look, go into the show notes and click our bios because
Yeah, you can see a bit more about us.
I don't wanna spell my
We're real
last name.
humans, you know what I mean? I've got like 1,200 followers. I'm not a huge influencer.
Yeah!
I'm just you every local,
give
everyday
give us a couple more
guy
followers.
you'll see in Aldi or the gym smiling at you. I swear, if I see you in public, I'm gonna.
Energy.
Yeah, I might even throw like the old.
Oh.
Have you done that?
No, but you have done that to me. It's annoying.
Yeah.
All right. Farewell,
Yeah.
everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye now.